Virginia opened her eyes and blinked, trying to figure out where she was and why her head hurt so bad and why she was so thirsty. She realized she was in her own hotel room, groggily got to her feet, and felt her way through the darkness to the suite of the bathroom. She flipped the light switch, automatically shutting her eyes as the lights came on, then opening them a little at a time. Reaching for a glass as she turned on the faucet, the reflection of the shower curtain in the mirror caught her eye. Why is the shower curtain pulled shut, she wondered. The maid always leaves it open. I can't stand a shut curtain. I'm always afraid someone's behind it. Angrily, she jerked the shower curtain open, then stared in stunned disbelief at the body in the bathtub. From a long way off, she could hear someone screaming. Horrible, awful, gut-wrenching screams that seemed to go on forever. Then she heard running feet, a door being pounded on, and then, after what seemed like hours, someone was taking her by the hand, leading her out of the bathroom. Be quiet, shut your mouth, and stop that screaming, a man's voice said firmly. She shut her mouth and realized in surprise that the awful screaming noises had been coming from her. Did you see him? She asked plaintively, clutching her stomach and gagging. She ran back to the bathroom and retched until she thought she would faint. The man was standing behind her, or she would have fallen, and he guided her gently back into the living room of the suite. What happened? She asked. How did he get here? Is he alive? Just then, the authoritative knock sounded at the door. Come in, said the man who was now holding her hands, and two policemen rushed in. He nodded wordlessly toward the bathroom, then turned to Virginia. Do you have any idea who that is, or how he got here? He asked. The door was locked from the inside, and I had a heck of a time getting in. You must have stood there screaming like that for 10 minutes. I better get you something to drink. Just sit here and I'll see what's in the fridge. A few seconds later, he was back with a bottle of cold Perrier. Here, drink this. Your throat must be really sore, and that's bad news for a singer. Virginia took a couple of swallows of the water and shuddered, then said, He's Frankie Jensen, my band leader and former boyfriend. We had a giant fight last night, and I told him I never wanted to see him again. I told him to drop dead. I didn't mean it, though. Oh, God, what happened? What happened? She put her head in her hands and sobbed, great racking sobs. Suddenly, she looked up at the man, tears streaming, and asked, Who are you anyway? How did you get in? Did you break down the door? I don't remember anything, nothing since when... Her voice trailed off as she began to realize the implications of her situation. I'm the general manager, Fred Forelli. I was on duty last night covering for an employee off for a family emergency. He looked at her thoughtfully, then went on. Don't you remember saying hello to me when you came in at 12:30? I don't remember coming in. Virginia stared at him in disbelief, tears starting to form again in her large green eyes. What is happening to me, she thought. What is going on? Just then, one of the policemen came out of the bathroom. The coroner is on his way, as well as the crime lab and homicide boys. I'm going to have to ask you some questions, lady, like, how did you get that guy in the tub, and what's his name? His name is Frankie Jensen. I have no idea how he got in the tub. I went in to get a drink because I was thirsty and my head hurt so bad. The shower curtain was closed. I hate a closed shower curtain. I'm always afraid someone's behind it. She continued. I opened the curtain, and there he was. I don't know anything else, not anything. She burst into tears again. When was the last time you saw him alive? Who else was there? Where have you been for the last 8 hours? Was anyone with you? The officer stopped for breath and was about to ask another question when someone knocked on the door. Come in, he shouted.